Hey everybody, I know I said I was going to do Goemon's Great Adventure next, but after being in a car accident, I want to play something else. I want to play BattleTanx, because this is what I want to drive from now on.
Well, the appearance of an armoured vehicle on the streets of Vladivostok in Russia's Far East had some fearing World War III was in the offing. However, it turns out its owner was just popping to the shops. Viktor Pankov bought the vehicle 3 months ago for his personal transport. He's made one or two little adjustments. It's now got leather seats and soundproofing. Pankov will now test it when he goes fishing or hunting. But he's sure it'll conquer whatever's thrown at it, from boggy trails to city potholes.
All these stupid fucking assholes hitting you all the goddamn time. Oh, Jesus. Nobody knows how to fucking drive, and they all have licenses. BX. Alright, now this one I did not play, or rent back then. I got this fairly recently. Copyright. BX BattleTanx. Paint splotch. Red, the color of blood. And this one's also topical here because the storyline is... Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Here we go, manual. The storyline is that a virus wipes out 99% of the women population. And you're in a... You have to make your way cross country to save your piece of pussy. Alright, manual 639. This one I got in the lot, so that's why I don't have the price for it. So I'd say it was about $5 or so, around there, $5 in that lot of 8. Here we go, here's a story. Yeah, it seems the government quarantined his girlfriend here, and he wants to rescue her. He has to make his way cross country, starting in New York to California.
California. California. California. California. California.
Yep, very topical for today. A lot of civil unrest. You gotta make your way past all that to get to California. Now, as far as I know, you can't turn the turret independently, so there's no strafing in this. As far as I know, I couldn't figure it out. Here's the controls right here. I think the second one you can. I have not played it. There's only 2 of these games. Global Assault is the second one. That's also for the N64. I think there was also a Game Boy Color, Game Boy, something like that. So I think there are ports of these on there. Not 100%. look at this. It tells you how many levels are in the game. 17. Actually, it's 13 plus 4 bonus levels. Alright, now I'll show you what happened. Alright, here's my car. I'll be Chun-Li because everybody wants to get inside Chun-Li. And here's the other guy. Alright, I'm stopped here. And this is the emergent lane onto the main highway over here. Basically, he just goes right fucking through me, through the back. Then I turn over here. Yeah, I asked him, what the fuck were you doing? He said I wasn't paying attention. First thing I say is, were you on your cell phone? And now he fucking floored it. I mean, we're stopped here, or I guess he was stopped, because usually I look in the rear mirror. My dad always says, why are you always looking in the rear mirror? That's fucking why. That's how they always hit me every fucking time from behind. Because in front you can see what's going on. You can maneuver away, hit the brake. But here, stopped right here. We're both fucking stopped, and he just goes right through. Yeah, it's always at the stop signs or the merging lanes. Yeah, this is a stop. It's not a you have to yield sign. Those are more dangerous because most people think yield means go as fast as you fucking can. There's also another yield up the road this way, and they all want to pull out. None of them want to fucking wait. I know people say drunk drivers. I've never been hit by a drunk driver. They're all too impatient. That's the fucking problem.
Patience is not one of my virtues.
Yeah, also nobody knows how to keep their distance. That pisses me off. Everybody's always right up your ass. Now you gotta keep some distance when you're fucking stopped or anything, or even driving. You gotta keep your distance either a car length away or half a car length away. But they like, and that's another thing. And they always, when you're stopped, that's the most dangerous. Because I'm looking in the rear view mirror and I see these cocksuckers, and they just want to fucking go as fucking fast, and then hit the brake right before. Now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to be decelerating before you even get up there. Because what happened to me once, because you don't know if you're gonna lose your brakes, which happened to me before, 6 times to be exact. Here, I'll show you. Basically, that time I was in my dad's truck, and I had weight on it. So basically, this guy's at a stop sign, and I'm coming up behind. But like I said, you should be hitting the brake way before you get to the stop sign or behind the car. You should be decelerating, not going up and then hitting the brake. So since I hit the brake way before there, I found out I have no brakes, and we lost the line. And what I did is I turned off into a gas station, and we got a phone call. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, always decelerate before you get up to the car, because you don't know if you're gonna lose brakes or what. So what you can find out way back here where you can fucking turn off so you don't hit them. Now if it was one of these fucking jackasses, they'd be fucking going fucking flooring and then hitting the brakes and, oh Jesus fucking Christ. Then I'll be like, what the fuck happened? Oh, I lost brakes, blah blah blah. Yeah, 6 times that happened to me. I lost the fucking brakes, and no accidents, because I know what the fuck I'm doing. None of these people know what the fuck they're doing. Jesus Christ, I'll pull them out of the fucking car and bat them around.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why I want a fucking tank or an ACP to drive now. Fuck them up. Yeah, so anyway, before we go, used to have these Hot Wheels, but I can't find any of them now. Used to have a lot of them in the 90s, but I guess we didn't save them. So I had to go down to Target and buy some, and I'll show you that now. Yeah, as you can see by the price, these ones are more expensive than the regular Hot Wheels. Those ones were going for 99 cents, which if I remember from the early 90s, they're about the same price. I'm surprised they haven't gone up in price. Did they move their factories to China, so even with inflation it's still the same price? I don't know. But anyway, it looks like because of the licensing, these ones are a little more expensive. These two are $3.99, and the big one over there is $5.49. Yep, so I'll still getting the regular ones. I went for the, of course, if it's video game related, I'm gonna get it. Got Chun-Li, they put her gigantic thighs on it. Yep, I got the two. I got these at Target. I did not see these ones there. Maybe they overproduced these two, because I read about that when they make toys, like the ones they think they're most popular, they make more of them than the other ones, so these ones probably sold out because there's less of them. And they also got another series here with the big trucks. Bread box. Yep, that's what she eats to get her thighs that big. Honda Odyssey. I'm surprised they didn't put E Honda on there. Missed opportunity there. Alright, so anyway, let's open these up. Now I really don't want to wreck the packaging here, but what are you gonna do? It's probably a better idea just cut the plastic. Well, alright, now here we go. Let's see, I want to see if Zangief's on the other side where it's, yep, Zangief. That's why it was on the box there. Of course they show Cammy. Much sexier than Zangief. Yep, the cars look like the characters. And there you have it. The reason why I bought these was because I didn't have any Hot Wheels. Used to have a lot of them. Have none of them in the house to do this demonstration, but there you go.
Imagine what would happen if one of them got loose in your neighborhood. Sydney, Australia. A lunatic steals a tank and goes joyriding through the streets. Cops can't stop him until he runs out of gas. Another beautiful day in sunny Southern California. It's late afternoon when Barbel D'Agostino strolls outside to get the paper.
I heard voices from the helicopter saying, "Please go inside. This is not a joke."
I was in the locker room at the end of my shift, and I heard the call come out on the radio, so I went back and got my patrol car and headed to the area.
Service station attendant Charlie Mustafa is on lunch when the neighborhood calm is broken.
Then we heard a rumbling sound, boom, boom, boom.
San Diego, California. Without warning, this quiet community becomes the target of a deranged man's fury. 35-year-old Sean Nelson steals an M6 military tank from a local armory and takes it on a tour of destruction. In minutes, police and news crews flock to the area.
I'll call it the best I can. I'm trying to get this whole mess on videotape. He's in big trouble. Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Piner's partner, Officer Paul Paxton, is also on call. He learns the tank's driver is an ex-soldier and a professional.
He had served in the Army as a tank crewman, so he definitely had tank experience.
He's running over fire hydrants. You got hydrants that are blowing water in the air.
The tank plows through the neighborhood, the driver hell-bent on destruction.
This is the San Diego Police Department. Everybody go back in your house and get off the street.
Barbel stops in her tracks, shocked at the sight before her.
So I'm looking down the street and I realized that he was actually aiming for my car. There was no doubt about it.
He's doing these cars on purpose. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, he's rolling over just about anything he wants to.
Nobody on the street is safe.
It's like a war zone over here.
I know he hit one occupied vehicle with a family in it, and they just barely escaped before the car was crushed.
Oh, man, get out of the street and go back in your house. You're in danger.
See if we have any SWAT equipment that can help us out with this tank.
The devastation continues. The police still have no idea how to stop this madman's rampage.
It was during that time of day where people are getting off work or out of school, so the streets were very congested with people.
He's coming up towards the school.
The tank's power is mind-boggling. It mows down a traffic light, snapping it like a toothpick.
Traffic out of harm's way.
Police are desperate to stop the street-side demolition.
they called for our SWAT guys to see if they had anything in their arsenal that could stop him, and they said no.
They do not have the ability. They do not. That's do not.
But police have more on their hands than just a runaway tank.
Somebody get a hold of the armory and find out if this thing is loaded.
Yes, it's a vehicle, but it's also a gun. And at that time, it was the biggest gun on the streets of San Diego. So it shoots at a mile a second, and we ain't got nothing in our department that can stop it.
And to make matters worse, the deranged ex-soldier behind the controls is also drunk. Mental problems plus alcohol. A ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Suddenly, police are faced with even a greater danger.
He zigzagged a little bit, and he made an abrupt right turn. And he struck one of the support pillars that hold up this pedestrian footbridge. And he backed up, struck it again, backed up, struck it again.
About 2 more hits and this bridge is down.
Well, after a while, he gave up on trying to knock this pole out, and he continued on south.
Inexplicably, the crazed driver veers away from the bridge and heads straight for the center divide. Paul and his partner Rick come up with a plan of action.
That's when I made a decision I'm going to go on the tank.
There's no time to stop oncoming traffic. If the tank breaks free, the results will be catastrophic. Rick and Paul make their move.
Once I was on top of the vehicle, I cut the padlock off.
At that point, we could look down in and we could see the driver. Now we continually shouted for him to stop the tank, let us see his hands.
He looked back, looked up at us, no facial expression, didn't say anything.
Right now, he's trying to come undone. It's possible if he keeps jerking this thing side to side, he might be able to break that pavement loose and roll again.
And I made my decision right then that the tank had to be stopped right now, and the driver had to be stopped. And so I fired one round, struck him on the shoulder, and traveled diagonally down through his body.
You gotta make a mark and move where you want to. That determination to steal what you can and run from the nation. Hey, what do you say? We automate a secret to speed from our getaway. Take it to the edge, there's nowhere to hide, and call up the boy. Let's go for the joyride. Let's go for the joyride.